Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie. I'm a 32-year-old cashless budgeter and stuffer, and today we're going to be stuffing my second DoorDash paycheck of May, as well as $75 that I got from my parents for my trip to Las Vegas in my binders for the week. So let's just go ahead and get started with my variable expenses like always. So start at the beginning, I guess. Buffer doesn't get anything. Crochet by Jamie, we are giving $5 this week. So we have $5, $10, $11, and $12. And that is enough to pay my Etsy fees. Yay. Which just means that I have not been getting a lot of clicks, which, boo. All right, gas, we're gonna give $40 this week. 20 and 40, so we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 60, 65, 70, 172 in gas for the week, which is so much money. That's what, 4 tanks of gas. So I'm set. Actually, I'm probably set until I get back from Vegas, which is really nice. I don't have to worry about budgeting gas. Groceries, we're stuffing $20, so we have 20 and 30. Sorry if you can hear my cats. I have kicked them out of the room because I did a half marathon this morning, so I'm not great at walking, which means I'm not going to be able to round them up and kick them out of the room at the end of the day, or at the end of recording. So I just shut them out in the first place. And they don't like it. They're very needy. Prescriptions is not getting anything. I did pick up my prescriptions for $20 this week, but I have not pulled the money yet, so not going to stuff it yet. Spending is going to get its normal 5. So we have 5, 10, 15, 21. Okay. Let me see if I can get this money back into the envelope. And sweet treats, we're not stuffing today. I did not spend any money while I was door dashing, so we do not put any money in. Okay, that's it for my variable expenses. So moving on to my high priority binder, which is getting like almost 2/3 of the money that we are stuffing today. Starting off with car costs, which is getting $25. So we should have 500 in here. So 20 and 5. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 70, 95, 500. Awesome. This is probably the envelope that I'm most proud of, just because I've never been prepared for anything to happen with my car. So, you know, having $500 set aside, and there's nothing wrong with my car, is just really exciting for me. All right, debt payoff, we're gonna add $10. So we will color in 1 circle, and then we'll get $10 into this envelope. So we should have 50 in here. Yeah, 5 bubbles. So 20, 30, 40, and 50. To be honest, because this is my channel about money, I have been spending on one of my credit cards. I've been door dashing food on one of my credit cards. So I'm hoping that I can get it paid back down by my next debt confession in July. It is one that I didn't have paid off in the first place, which doesn't make it any better, but that's the card that I'm working on next. So I'm hoping that I can make a big payment in there and make some progress on that. Okay, festivals. We're stuffing 126, so we should have, don't mind my calculator off screen, 1505. So 100, 20, 5, and 6. So we have 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 450, 70, 90, 5, 500, 2, 4, and 5. That's nice. So that right now gives me $355 to get me through a week in Vegas. Seems a bit tight, but we'll do out what we can next week. I am planning on paying for everything with one of my credit cards, one of the ones that I did pay off, and then just using this money to pay that credit card off so that I get the like the airline miles. I have a Southwest credit card, so I'm gonna get the airline miles for it, but get it paid off. But if worse comes to worst, then I will just continue saving. I will use the debt payoff money and then continue saving in festivals to pay off the remainder of the balance. But I'm hoping it doesn't come to that, hoping that, you know, I can get enough money next week that I will cover everything that I spend. All right. Anyway, gifts is getting $5, so we should have 60 in here now. So 55 and 60. Definitely gonna need to step that one up because $60 in May is not boding well for Christmas and holidays. Taxes, we are adding 25. So we should have 275 in here. And we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 65, 75, 275. Perfect. Lovely. Moving on to travel. We are adding $10 to today. So we should have 60 in here. And we have 20, 40, 50, 60. Perfect. Obviously, $60 is not enough money for 4 days in Florida. But whenever I get back from Vegas, this will be my top priority binder or envelope. And I will try to stuff as much as I can in there. Which, I mean, I'm currently putting $100 minimum per week into festivals, so should be able to make some good progress on that. Okay, so moving into my low priority binder, we are just going to throw the money in. We are not going to count it. Body Mods is going to get $1. Oops. Electronics is going to get $1. Fitness is going to get $5. Hair and Lashes is going to get $5. Shindigs and Shenanigans is going to get $5. Are you surprised by that? And shopping is not going to get anything. I said in my budget with me, but I think I also said in this video, I did a half marathon this morning, so I didn't weigh myself at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I didn't weigh myself any other day this week. And I'm not going to weigh myself for the next couple of days. So I don't know how much weight I've lost, gained, maintained. So we are just not putting any money in this week. And we're going to move into my long-term savings binder. So we're starting off with 52 cats, which is my version of the 52-week challenge. We are going to do the $5 cat this week. I'm saving this dollar cat for the week I go to Vegas so that I have something that I can do in my 2 days of door dashing. And the $4 cat, I didn't want to stuff 127 into festivals because I wanted it to be a nice number, so I put $5 into the 52 cats instead. So we are adding $5 and we are not going to count it. We know that this challenge does $13.78 and we are already over 500. So, you know, despite being, now we're over a quarter of the way through. With cats marked off, we are more than a third of the way done with the cash component of it. So we're making some progress there. All right, Cats is going to be getting $10, and I'm not going to count or color in the tracker this time. We'll do that at our next condensing, probably at the end of May, to be honest. I feel like I've been needing to do them like monthly. I feel like I've been going through a lot of bills, not like going through a lot. Home is going to get $1. Need to build this up as fast as possible in case I do have to pay for a second roof repair, but $1 a week. We'll get there in like 20 years, 200 years. So not too fast, I guess. Medical, we're going to give $5. We're not going to count it. Month ahead, we're going to give $5. This is also my emergency fund. And we're not going to count it or color in a piggy today. Round up is getting 9 cents. So that is $194.87. So we're not going to be able to add any bills. We're not going to be able to color in any circles. So we should still have 194 in here. So we have 150, 70, 85, 90, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. We will add some good money to it with my unstuffing because I got my big girl paycheck. I also got my interest in my PayPal account, so we'll add, don't worry, we'll add money to that. Final envelope is wedding stuff based on my relationship status. I am casually dating somebody, so we're adding $5, and we're not going to count that until my next condensing. So we are all out of money. So we are all out of video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you in my next video.